Welcome to the Goonies Review from Block 5 with me, your host SJ. Pathetic, disgraceful, not good enough. If you're watching this on YouTube, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you're listening on Apple or Spotify, please follow and leave a 5-star rating wherever you're taking this pod in. All helps the channel build and get a greater reach. Thank you very much. So yes, those are the 3 headline comments that you can see in social media world. But at the end of the day, we got the 3 points. Yeah, so we're going to talk about the Wolves game today. Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. So let's get into it. A lot of disgruntled fans, even though we got the 3 points. We had a bad day at the office, but we hit our targets. Our target pre-game was to get 3 points, and we got that. And obviously, Wolves being bottom of the league, we've all come to the game with expectations of running them over, destroying them, 4-0, 5-0, 6-0, etc. But if you look at our season so far on a whole, we're not a team that's free flowing and running over teams left, right, and centre. Our big wins have come against teams who we thought coming into those games would be, oh, it could be a 1-1. We might nick it 2-1. And those games are Tottenham at home, destroyed them 4-1. Bayern Munich, destroyed them 3-1. Atletico Madrid, destroyed them 4-0. We drew 1-1 with Man City, but we know what happened in that game. We made Pep turn into Sam Allardyce, 06. He was playing 5 at the back, 5 in midfield, took off Haaland after 60 minutes. So, we essentially destroyed him in that game. So, and on the other side, sorry, we're looking at teams that, down at the bottom and such, other than Leeds, we've struggled in game. We haven't struggled, but we made hard work of it. Brentford won it 2-0, but it was a late goal. Crystal Palace 1-0 as a quality goal. Nottingham Forest beat them 3-0, but Nottingham Forest at the start of the season were a basket case, So, I mean, with the expectation that we brought in this game, obviously the way we performed, it does skew your opinion on the game even more into thinking it was a shocking performance. It was a shocking No, let me get straight. It was a shocking performance. But like I keep saying, we reached our targets, which was the 3 points in the game, and we did that. And I think the boys should be commended because it went 1-1 in the 92nd minute, and we gave ourselves that uphill task of only having 4 minutes left to get another goal. That's something you should poo-poo. It's not what you should just disregard very easy and winning nearly just because we got that goal against Wolves. Wolves are still a Premier League team, and for the first 92 minutes, they were hard to break down for us. We were playing poorly, and we found a way. We dug deep, and we got over the line, and that should be commended highly, in my opinion. Like I said, not much analysis on the game. We really struggled to get our passing patterns together. We couldn't break them down really. We didn't have a shot on target for a long period again. I think it was like 60, 70 minutes. Just shows how poor we were on the day as a team. We got caught on a break in the first half, even though we had warning signs twice before that. Obviously, Wolves were sitting deep, and we were just pushing our players forward, trying to make something happen because we were getting frustrated. So with that frustration, we were pushing our fullbacks forward, our midfielders forward, just to get an overload in an area somewhere and hopefully get a breakthrough and just get a shot on target or a shot of any sort. And Wolves could see that. And you can see once when we were pushing people forward, especially like João Gomez, he noticed that and he would spring and try and nick the ball. We got a warning before Hwang went through 1-on-1. Eze just on the halfway line, he got nicked by I'm sure it was Gomez at that time as well. And luckily there was someone behind just sweep up and cover. So the warning signs were there that Wolves were dangerous on the break if we allowed them to be and got complacent. So luckily that Hwang shot came to nothing. Ryan made a nice save low. That was our warning shot. And in terms of chances for us, like I said, we didn't have much. But I'm going to give my flowers to my boy, star boy, Bukayo Saka. If you've been listening to this pod for a while, you know that I have championed that guy so much. If I'm online watching other streams and I see people talking about Saka in a negative way, I'm like, come on, let's not poo-poo our star boy. Let's not bring him down. He is our best player. I mean, like I said, it was great. Nani scored a couple goals during the week, but he has to work hard to do what Saka does normal. You know what I mean? So the levels are there, and obviously we became accustomed to Saka getting a goal or assist every other game or every game last season for the last couple of seasons, and that's kind of dovetailed. It's curtailed this season, but he's still contributing in his own ways. You know, he got the 2 assists yesterday. He got the assist, the important assist against Aston Villa to get us back in the game. Granted, we lost that game, but he brought us back in there with assist. Chelsea, we were playing poor. We're playing against 10 men. Wasn't happening for us. Bukayo Saka out wide. Lovely cross into the box from Marino. Again, an assist. So, I think if he's having a bad game, he's like Saka. If he's having a bad day at the office, he will still contribute. You just have to see, you just have to realize he's contributing in his own way, just for his own quality self. And what was weird yesterday, I mean, in the first 5-10 minutes, Wolves were like doubling up on Saka. There was a point where he got the ball and they fouled him because he basically couldn't break the two man press that was on him. So he kind of turned back towards our own goal, and their player pulled his shirt and gave us a free kick. But after that, I'm not sure who called an audible or whose ego got big and said, I'll have him one-on-one. And for the rest of the game, we seem to be getting these one-on-one looks out wide. And especially in that first half. I don't know why in the second half it continued, but he was just getting down the outside at will. Now, obviously, some of those crosses went to opposition players or blocked. But there was a few in there that, you know, if Mika Marino's on, does Marino score those goals? I don't know. His position, movement, all tallies up sometimes, especially with Saka on the pitch. And we all saw that delicious ball that he played across the box, low and hard. That's what he just wanted Gyökeres. He just wanted Gyökeres, you know. If you listen to my live stream the other day, he's halfway in between. He needs to pick what he wants to be. Now, if he had picked to be a Giroud-like striker, he would have got. I think he needs to. I think he should look at Giroud, especially in his Arsenal days, and model his game off Olivier Giroud, and I think he'll contribute in that way. Giroud was a front post menace. Giroud would get in front of his man like a menace. I'm saying that like Giroud's the only player. This is basic striker instincts and basic what is on the tin for a striker. But Gyökeres doesn't seem to do it. I don't know how I got into Gyökeres slander, sorry. I'm not slandering him too much. I just think he needs to improve. But yeah, that cross, it just deserved to be just tapped in by someone. And it just wasn't meant to be. Obviously, the shot got blocked at the back post from Gabriel Martinelli. I mean, the subs came on. We know who came on and got in a. So I'm just checking our subs. What minute they came on? Obviously, we had a return of Gabriel Jesus, second game this week off the bench. Hammond made his return against Club Brugge in the Champions League. Injury FC strikes again. Benjamin White. Should he have been playing? He's come back from a long-term injury. Obviously, he's not been fit this season. That's why he hasn't been playing many games. Timber's been thrown out there every game. And obviously, he's made his return in the last couple of games because it needs be, given that injury situation at the back. But he's played 3 games in a week. I think that's tough on a player like Benjamin White. Obviously, he's had his injury issues. Sorry, I put my phone in the screen. I try and check his minutes. So he played 90 versus Brentford, 90 versus Villa, and 83 versus Club Brugge. That's a lot for Benjamin White, who hadn't played much before then. He played 9 minutes against Bayern Munich, 17 against Slavia Prague, 17 against Brighton in the Cup. And he's not played much this season. He probably played that behind closed door game the other day, maybe. I'm not too sure. But he actually got injured running back from that Huang chance, didn't he? He was holding his hamstring, which is a shame because everyone was sprinting back for their lives. And only Timber got back there. If he was Superman, he was running backwards. I found it hilarious. He was trying his hardest to get there, and Timber come running past like Speedy Gonzalez. But yeah, I mean, another injury back there. Benjamin White is just piling up. The bodies are piling up. I mean, it was good to see Saliba come back. I didn't even go for his starting lineup. But yeah, William Saliba came back from his ankle injury. that's a positive for the team. Nkapie went left back. There were calls to maybe put Nkapie at centre back and put Timber back to right back and have Nkapie, Saliba, and give Martin Skelly a little run out. That might have prevented Benjamin White getting injured. Well, it would have because he wouldn't have been on the pitch. But, the club thought that Benjamin White was fine to play. Wasn't in any red zone. He probably said he was fine to play himself. He knows his body best. Hopefully he's being truthful because now look what's happened. Martin Zubimendi started again. I would probably give him a rest. He played a lot of minutes recently. I mean, the good thing is that we now have a week off until Everton. I think I read somewhere it's our first week off since August, the last week of August, which makes sense given the Champions League kicked in there and we've progressed in the cup the last couple of rounds. So yeah, it's good to have a week off, allow Zubimendi to get a bit of a rest against Everton, who themselves are missing players next week. I saw Jack Grealish is out as well, alongside Kieran Dewsbury Hall and Dahi. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure about Jack Grealish, but I know the other two are out, which is only good for us, Only good for us going to a place like Everton. It's a new place, new stadium. We always had tough games at Goodison Park. Their crowd's really loud, pretty vibrant crowd. So yeah, if they've got players missing, their key players, that's only going to help us, especially come off the back of this performance. Eze came back into the team. Declan Rice came back into the team. Declan Rice's crossing, which wasn't great on the day, was he? It started very poor. Kept hitting that front man. Is it because he missed the game? He's lost that momentum. That's a silly excuse. It's just he just had a bad day at the office, as everyone did, apart from my boy Saka. Up front, Gyökeres, Saka, Martinelli. Victor Gyökeres. That was the guy. Everyone was saying pre-game, he's going to score. And given our last two games, Club Brugge and Wolves, it's easy not. It's very it's hard not to be disappointed with him not getting on the goal sheet against those two-level oppositions. Club Brugge not the greatest. Wolves bottom of the league, 2 points all season. But you got people online who are apologists for him, saying it's not his fault. It's the service. He's not being provided with. Not playing to his strengths. And you got people online who are just not for that and saying he needs to do more. His movement's not there. He's weak on the floor all the time. It's just he needs to adapt to how we play. To be fair, I'm more towards the latter. I think he needs to find a way to make it happen. If it's not happening, you make it happen. He's played 16 league games now we've been in. He played Champions League as well. If you're doing that same run over time and the ball's not coming, stop doing it. Find a way to make your game match the way we're playing. We have a style of play, the ball goes out wide, etc. We play in little pods on the left hand and right. Sometimes down the middle, depends who's in there. If Eze's down there, he might link up with Eze. But no, he's got to find a way. I think he has to find a way. Gabriel Jesus, he comes on. Club Brugge found a way to link up with players on the left and the right. And I think for me, it looks like a mobility issue. It sounds weird saying, because if he takes his top off, I think he's built like an absolute brick house, which could be the issue actually. I don't think he's mobile enough as he was before. I think in a straight line running with a dribble, etc., I think he looks all right. Sprint, but I think it's side to side agility, and that's just me. I don't know. I just don't think he's agile enough, mobile enough for this league. Hopefully Gyökeres is saving his goals for the big game. Aston Villa at home coming up. Get one against those, I call them B words, Arstards. Those Arstards. I don't want to get cancelled online for swearing. The first goal, our goal, came straight from the corner by Bukayo Saka. Again, his crosses weren't great on the day as well. And even the goal itself, he just swung it over his. I don't think he's meant that. I don't think he was. He won't say he's meant that. And it was very fortunate that Wolves players were behind the goalkeeper kind of impeding him getting back to try and tip it over. Just hit the post, come out, and gone back in off Johnson. And at that point, it was just relief, you know. It was relief from everyone because I'm not gonna say we didn't like scoring, but well, we didn't really because we had no shots on target. But we didn't we were fresh out of ideas. We were struggling to find a way to get over the line, and sometimes you need a bit of luck. You know, we're going for a Premier League title here. Like, there's no silliness about this. We're trying to win the league, and you're going to ride your luck sometimes. On another day, we draw that game 1-1. We draw that game 0-0, and we get bashed in the press. Social media in a meltdown. Opposition fans coming for us left, right, centre. But the hate watch, it failed. You know, all the headlines got deleted because you know the newspaper people got to do their headlines before like 10 o'clock deadline or 11 o'clock deadline, and they had them already. I know they did. I can't think of a snappy headline right now, but it definitely got deleted and replaced. So yeah, hold that. I mean, yeah. Then after that, the last 10 minutes, we just like, hanging on for dear life, especially the last 5 minutes. Sorry, we just dropped deep. Lost. We didn't have no control of the ball. I looked like we had 10 men. I genuinely at one point I said, "Do we have 10 men?" Because Wolves were just getting every second ball, the ball come back out straight, and they were bringing it back towards our goal, and just applying pressure. I feel like we just needed someone just to take the game by the balls of the horn. You know what I mean? Was Odegaard? You know what I mean? Odegaard, could you just control it, calm the boys down? You know what I mean? String 5-10 passes together, take the sting out of the game. But yeah, she wasn't there. When the ball came in the box, we're clearing it, just hoofing it away. Do you know what I mean? Just a bit of composure, play it out. But yeah, that's the pressure. That's what it is. We knew at the time we're having a poor game. We're winning 1-0 balls, just hanging on. So all the composure goes out the window. You're just hoofing the ball away, just for dear life, trying to hold on to maintaining what you have. But I mean, there's a decent cross for their goal. Am I the only one thinking where's Raya going? He tried to read the cross, but I don't think you can read the cross until because the height at which he came in, there's going to be a nick from either our defender or their attacker. So I mean, Cape's going to clear it, and Cape dropped a bit deep as well, by the way. I don't know. He played the guy on the side, stayed with him. Possibly a Gabriel might just step up and play him offside or be a bit stronger. If you're not going to win it, if you can't win it, you step up and just play him offside. But yeah, I mean, the ball went down the middle of the goal with the header, so Raya kind of tried to anticipate where the ball was going. Yeah, I just think he could have just waited a second and anticipate where the flick. At some point, you just have to. If he stands in the middle and they flick it and it goes in, I mean, 6 yards out, you can't do much about him, my guy. But to move and give them the centre of the goal, yeah, it's a bit iffy. No goal should go down the middle of the goal, especially at that pace. But yeah, at that point, yeah, I actually wasn't worried. I wasn't worried. I felt like we were going to score. We just felt inevitable that day. We're playing poor, but I thought we were going to win. And yeah, we did. Gabriel Jesus, my guy Saka on the left wing again, putting those crosses. I think I saw him, what did it say, match day, 32 crosses in that game. It didn't feel like 32 crosses. It's a lot of crosses. It didn't feel like that to me. But yeah, with that cross, the ball's coming, and Jesus, he's missed it, and it's an own goal. Did Jesus, it felt like he celebrated like it's his goal, a little scumbag. I thought, hey, it's not your goal. I feel like straight away he said own goal, I think, initially straight away. But the way he celebrated, I thought, he's back. He's got a goal. Well, no, didn't care who scored it, don't care how it went in. Just had to check it wasn't offside straight away. Yep, onside, 2-1. And we take the win. So yeah, I mean, we're top of the league, we're 5 points clear. We have Everton up next in a week. We've got time to prepare, relax. I mean, we haven't had this all season. So I'm expecting big things against Everton. Oh, we had a week off. We should go there and win 4-1, 3-1. But we have time to properly prepare, get videos in, I mean, properly analyse the opposition. And yeah, prepare our attack and our defence. And we got much none. I mean, Crystal Palace play Man City today. Can he do us a favour? I don't think so. I doubt it. I do doubt it. But let's just see. Let's just see. Let's just see. 2 o'clock. Man City versus Crystal Palace. It's good that Ismaila Sarr has made the team. Um, I think they could do it. I mean, Nathaniel Klein up against Shirky. That's an area to watch. Shirky's looking decent. But I think they've got Shirky down playing on the left-hand side, but I think he's pretty menacing on the right-hand side, um, in my opinion. So, yeah, I mean, I'll be back. I'll be back after. I'll be back during the week. I might do a pod during the week, a little preview. Well, I will do a preview pod for Everton. Um, so, yeah, until then, everyone stay blessed and all the best.